What's going on, everybody? Jibba73, back with the DoubleEShow. Back with Banished, with the MegaMod 9 Beta. Welcome back to Meadowview. So when we left off in the last episode, we managed to get our settlement placed. They got their travel tents popped up. We've got a location for fishing secured. We've got a location for gathering over here, right by the base of this tree. And we have a toolsmith working to make tools. And we have a chopper chopping to make firewood. So we've got that going on. And then we've got the iron kiln, which is taking iron ore and 2 firewood, making iron, so we can keep making the tools. Now I have, I'm going to go down to 1 builder. I'm going to unpause. They're working at 2 times speed. That works for me. I have some items slated to clear, but I am going to slate to clear even more trees, because trees are going to be what we need the most of here at the beginning. I'm going to try not to cross this river with my clearing swipes. There we go. I want them to get as much as they can in there. And we're going to go like this. It's going to take us 16 logs and 8 stone to upgrade this settler's tent. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to upgrade this settler's tent. And we'll get them working on that. And it's late autumn of the first year. So we managed to get them all set up prior to the first winter. Now the object is to get them to build this house before winter hits, if possible. We're going to go up to 5 times speed. And we're watching food closely, and we're watching the firewood closely. Alright. So they are bringing the food back to here. Not necessarily to the large food cart, which, you know, makes a lot of sense, I suppose. When this one's full, hopefully they'll put food in the other cart. This one is covered to keep the food longer. Alright, so, yeah. Got them doing their thing. Let's come in here. We're going to go collect iron ore. I'd like to get rid of that big batch right there. And that batch there. Anything here? I do not, but I mean they're working their way through this stuff over here for sure. If I go stone, I'm doing that as well, right? Yeah, okay. And that's almost all. Right on. So the process here is going to take a bit, so we're going to jump ahead in the action once I've gotten these upgraded. Okay, so after giving it some time, as you can see we're in late winter now, some time has passed. They have not progressed on in taking the settlers' tents out. Now, I'm not sure if that's some kind of glitch, but they're not even attempting to empty the storage. So, we may not be able to do it like that. We might have to build houses behind. Like, if I reclaim, right? Do that, reclaim, and do that, and just unpause for a second. Alright, okay, so all the homeless goes away, and here we are, right? I may actually have to build the physical house behind and then just delete those. So let's look at doing that. What are these? Life on the water? No, I want to go to theme sets. And we're kind of gonna look for some colonial type stuff, I guess. These small colonial houses. They are not quite what I'm looking for. How about Plymouth Plantation harmonized, because these are lighter buildings. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna plop this one in back this way. So I'm gonna go one house there. Okay. I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna come right off the back of that. And I want one house there. Okay. Now these are straight up logs, so they're even better than upgrading this stuff. So then I'm gonna come into small plantation house. I'm gonna go, it's there. Oops. I'm gonna plant right there. So that'll take care of 3. Then I'm going to come to the in-betweens. Okay. I want to go, it's right on like so. That's 4. I suppose, do this one here. Like that. Okay, so now that gives me 5 houses, and I've got 5 tents. So I'm going to unpause, and we will see what they do on the construction of the new houses. So we've reached the fuel limit. Good, good, good. Alright, so we'll see if we can get these houses constructed, and then we'll take away the tents, and we'll be back. Alright, so we're moving ahead in the action here. Pretty much what was occurring was, as they were prioritizing the clearing of the items that I had set to clear, so the laborers weren't clearing the lots for the houses unless I prioritized it. And then they weren't clearing the renovation into a new house unless I prioritized it. So I've just slated these for removal, and I've got houses going in. So we got these small plantation houses going in. Coming over here, I want to get a nice small storage barn for my fish guy, and I'm thinking I want to place them, if I go like that, it'll look really good. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to place that small tiny barn right there, and that'll save him from having to walk so far to fill up that cart. Workplace cart is 100% full. Very good, very good. Going perfectly fine on the fuels. And we're finding stuff that's counting as fuel too, because I've got the limit set to, come on now. I've got the limit set, here it is, 550. So, yeah. But they're here, they're clearing the land as they were slated to do. Let's come in here, and we will go... I don't want them crossing the river, but they're going to get everything on this side of the river. Yep. There you go. Get everything. Get it out. There you go. Right on. So, small barn is in. Excellent. Try not to utilize roads too much in this beginning village. I do have a road coming from out here, and I've got a little bit of a path going from the fisherman over. That was to expedite his carrying of goods. Small plantation house is there, right on. I've got 9 homeless. I've got 2 more houses being built. Got that one. Well, it's not gonna do very well if we're leaving people out homeless. Ooh, look at the vibrancy of the colors in spring. All right, let's come in here. I'm gonna grab this house here, and I'm gonna plop it in there, and then this one there, because we need the housing. Apparently we need the housing. All right, so storage barn is done. Excellent. We can upgrade that later on if we choose to, but it might be a bit fancy for this area that we're starting at here. Got that one there. Right on. Okay. So you are right on. You're making iron. You're cranking away. You're making the iron. 100 tools. We will pause for 1 second. Need to go to my limits. Tools. We will go up to 300. I do not want to ever run out of tools. Alright, so you're doing your job. You're doing your job. You guys are bringing in some food. I'm gonna come over here. Right on. So we've got this tiny barn, which is over here for the fishermen. So that should make their job a whole lot easier to store there. Hopefully they can. Small plantation house. There. Got one person. Just a child. Okay. Pausing. Okay. So let's take a look at this house and this house. We have nobody to move in. Nobody. No. Okay, so you, we're gonna go like so, and you, gonna go like so. Right on. I don't want houses being filled with single people. We can always rebuild them. We have the technology. Right on. Okay, so we want to get some more food production coming in. So I've got that circle there. Right? Now what I'd like to do is get a circle going on this side. So let's come in. Crops and orchards. No, I want the gathering. Gatherer's hut. Small forest gatherer. I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna pause it. Right on. So right there to the edge of the river. That's the edge of the house. Okay. Small forest gatherer there. Let's come in. Roads here. So I'm going to go over like so. Shift it. Okay. And I'm going to come straight through here. Okay. And down to here. What I'd like to do is get a barn in on this end. So unpause, there we go. I'm going to get a barn in down this end. And I'll do this medium-sized one again. And I'd like it to go there. Like that. I think that'll look pretty spiffy. We'll come back into roads, stone, into here, this guy. Yeah, that'll look alright to me. So that new gather is almost complete. Are we working at 5? We are working at 5. Excellent. So I'm going to take this down to 2 builders, because really they only need the 2. And stone here. It goes through. That goes through. Goes along front. Okay, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Alright, so those gatherers will do everything they can. That's 5 gatherers working. Working on the barn here, which looks really good next to this corral. I basically took the horses that were with the carts and I put them over here, as you may have saw. Okay, so that's small barn. So I'm going to take, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to get rid of this middle one and this outside one, and they'll move the products from there over. I do have 7 homeless. Okay, so I'm not sure I understand what's happening there, but we're going to come in here, flip that around. I didn't think I took out any housing, but by removing these carts, apparently made people homeless. Interesting. What's in here? Alright, that's a miscellaneous mishmash. That's almost done, that's almost done. They're moving stuff into the barns. Yep, they are. Very good. And then lastly, I want to remove this last cart, so I'm going to hit it. And that makes a lot of stuff low. Now I get that, but that's where the tools are. So as soon as we prioritize that, as soon as we prioritize those things, for some reason they're liking this one better. I don't understand why, but they are. And over to here. And here comes the tools again. Right on. So we get 7 people homeless. So I'm going to come in here. And it's going to be this guy. I'd like. I'm going to place them like so. Right there. Okay. So we get the 1 plantation house going in. See what it does for the homeless situation. Puts 2 in there. Okay. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but alright, good. That cart is done. I've still got these homeless people. Not using this barn at all. That's fine. I would like to come... Oh, no, I want to go back in there. So in here, we have the... somewhere. Oh, nice barn. I'm looking for the well. Okay. Which I will place here. Right there. Okay. That's the plantation well. And then there's a school. There it is. Right on. So if I go like so, I can put the school like that. And before you know it, we've got people heading off to school. Alright, so plantation home and school. That'll get our kids into the education system early. Earlier than I generally do. I usually go to about year 5 before I start worrying about that. Running low on iron ore, so I'm going to come out here. I'm going to collect all of that. Good. Plantation well, circle of happiness. Those people are more comfortable there. These people are closer to the water. I don't find a need for them to have it. Plantation school. Blip. We've got a teacher. So, they are underway. This is starting to look like a nice little settlement. I'm liking it. I'm liking this little thing out here. I don't know what this is, but whatever it is, they're everywhere, and we're finding them. So we've got 1,800 food. Let's go collect fodder, collect flowers, herbs. How are we doing on herbs? We've got 29. We're good. Somewhere in here is food. Collect wild foods. Whoops. I don't want to infringe on my gatherers too awful much. Right on. Okay. So they're good. It's looking like I can use one more house and then we're out of here. So I'm going to come in here to this one. No, I already used that one. I can come in here to this one. There we go. And yeah. And hopefully these 3 people will settle in together. We've got 25 and 31, 11 and 12, yeah. These people already have a baby. Youngins. Youngins with a baby. 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 Couple of kids. Couple of kids. They're able to go out. Right on. Might actually have to build 2 houses, so why don't I just set it up right now to do so. I'm not gonna jip around. I'm gonna get these guys taken care of as soon as possible. And we'll build a bridge somewhere around here. Go over to this, go over the stream. But we have so much area and so many resources on these plains. It's awesome. We picked a nice place to settle. I'll tell you what. Yep, 12-year-old woodcutter by himself. It's what I didn't want to have happen. It is what happened. And that's where we're going to leave it. If you like what you watched, hit that like and subscribe button down below. Tell your family, tell your friends. If you have any suggestions, tips, tricks, anything like that, put them in the comments below. I do read them. And with that, I will catch you next Wednesday for another episode of Banished with the MegaMod 9 Beta. Peace.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, check out the playlist above, or watch what YouTube tells you to on the right. Oh yeah, and subscribe.